morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed audience. I'm very happy, firstly, and I'm also honored and have a great pleasure to be opening the academic track. So, my name is Maria Alexandra. I am the chair of IEEE Switzerland, and we have provided technical co-sponsorship to the very first Crypto Valley conference on blockchain technology. So it is indeed the very first IEEE blockchain conference in the world, and we are happy to be here and to be at the start of something really amazing. I work at the Swiss Fellow Institute of Technology in Lausanne, and will be very happy to spend not more than 10 minutes maybe on giving you a brief overview on the activities of IEEE Switzerland, the things that we do, and a little bit of who we are in a few words. Okay, so I would talk a little bit, firstly, about IEEE Switzerland in numbers, how many members we have got, and then I will be spending a few moments on talking to you about our most recent events, the type of events that we are doing, and then, of course, I will be highlighting on two, let's say, significant events that we've had in 2017, and then I would really like to focus and to emphasize on the technical co-sponsorship that we are providing to various conferences, to which this present conference is a very valid example. Okay, so just for you to have a quick look of who we are. So actually, as we can see, we are around 3,000 members. But before knowing who IEEE Switzerland is, I think it's worth, of course, pointing out who IEEE, Global IEEE is. So Global IEEE is actually the largest professional, technical or technologically oriented organization in the whole world. So there are more than 400,000 members worldwide. And within our sections, for our members, we have an executive committee and we have various technical chapters. So we have around 14 technical chapters ranging from, for example, computer science society, Swiss chapter, the Swiss chapter of electron devices, solid state, antenna propagation, etc., just to give you an idea. And for sure now, it always comes very quickly the question, have we got yet a society on blockchain? Have we got IEEE? Does it hold yet a society on blockchain? Not yet. But there are for sure things that can be done in that sense. Okay, so but just having a very quick look at the numbers, and then of course here on this slide you could see how many members we actually have got, and then we are talking about different types of membership, ranging from student membership, and then of course going into member, senior member, fellow member, which is one of the highest grades that we have got, and here is really worthwhile looking how many members we have got in each of these sectors, and what is really what is really also most important to see is how many female members we have got. So around 100 female members of IEEE Switzerland, and for this reason we have also an affinity group devoted to promoting women in engineering, and I will give you more words on that a little bit later on. Okay, so in terms of the subjects that our members are interested in, you can see here an overview, of course, on the things that they have mentioned would be their primary interest, and of course we have many, of course, in semiconductor device physics, and then power electronics, and many more, and you can see on this table. And to each field of interest of each of our members, there's going to be at some point a society able to host that technological interest. Like, for example, if there were someone working on blockchain technology, he or she should be able to find out which society to go, but for sure this is not a single interest. So many more interests our members can have. Okay, so now just briefly mentioning a few of our just giving an example of a few of our events. So we have many events. Only last year we had organized around 40 different technical and professional development events. So we are a society of engineers, for engineers and people that have common interests. We are a volunteer-based organization. So here you can have a look. Of course, if you go IEEE.ch, our website, you have full access to the list of events that we are either currently running or have run in the past or plan on running. So everything is there. So you have here a sample of our past event. Okay, here is upcoming events, but you can also have a quick look, a glimpse into our past events, many technical events, and one of the most important maybe events that is worth mentioning that you can see here at the very bottom is actually the commemoration of 50 years of quartz watch industry in Switzerland. And there's an IEEE milestone associated to that, pointing out the worldwide relevance of the watch industry, especially quartz industry in Switzerland, having been birthed in Neuchâtel. Okay, so of course I'm talking about events, many events that we are running, around 40 different technical events, workshops, and here, of course, if you go on that particular, if you access that link, because we are talking about IEEE in terms of a community. So in order to bring that community together, both of IEEE at the global level, so all the more than 400,000 members worldwide, with headquarters in the United States, and bringing the section of IEEE Switzerland members together, we have an online platform called Collaboratech. And what this platform does, you can ask any question, you can look for mentors, you can look for jobs, there's jobs posting all the time. You can ask questions if you are a student, you are looking, for example, for an internship. You can share your knowledge. You can make your event visible to a larger community. So if you go on that, the access, it's free. You can join us, and you can be a part of our community. Of course, now highlighting very quickly on our most significant events that we've done in 2017, I will be talking about the celebration of IEEE Day, which is a day dedicated to IEEE engineers and engineers in general. And then I will be highlighting, secondly, on the winning on the 24 hours programming competition of IEEE Switzerland by a team to which I had been proctor twice in a row, 2 years in a row. Okay, so IEEE Day is a moment bringing together all the IEEE members, celebrating the first gathering of minds alike, which happened at the end of the 19th century. So it's going back quite a long way. Going back in the history quite a long way. And then to celebrate this, we have done a full panel, one-day full panel with female engineers. Female engineers, scientists, professors, industrials, sharing their experience, not only their technological and technical knowledge and science, but also what it means to be a female scientist, a female engineer. This was a very well received event with 7 speakers. And here you can see an article in the Switzerland School of Technology internal magazine, pointing out a little bit of the details, and then it's worth mentioning that the president of EPFL came along and gave an introductory talk that you can see up top. Okay, so winning of IEEE Extreme, I already had mentioned that we have won this, so this really takes a lot of stamina. Because here we are talking about blockchain, data communication, computer science, ICT. It's worth mentioning that we have been very proud to have won this 24 hours non-stop coding competition by a team in EPFL, to which I had been a proctor. Okay, here you can see a little bit of the ranking, and here you can see a little bit of the article that we have published in order to give a few details and overview of this event. This is the type of events that we are proud to do because we are doing them for the students. So students come together, they spend 24 hours with us, with the proctors, and they code it. So the passion to do that and being part of a community that does the same thing, that has the same ideals as you is really great, especially at student level. Okay, so we have received a little bit of visibility. So we have been retaining and gaining membership. So we have a golden and a silver medals that we have received for this worldwide in terms of recognition. And then, of course, this gets us to today, let's say to the event that we are running today. So IEEE does not only do technical events, it also provides technical sponsorship to conferences such as this one, in order to be able to make the conference proceedings visible to the whole community and for them to go on IEEE Xplore. So they go through an evaluation process, peer review process, and then the best papers are selected and presented today and included on IEEE Xplore, which, as you know, is the largest repository, online repository for technical papers. So if tomorrow someone wants to know what's been done in blockchain, he or she would go on that website repository that we're able to find out what the most recent advances is and identify the state of the art. I think identifying the state of the art, especially in blockchain, as we are talking about a hot topic, really at the beginning, let's say, of a development, is really worthwhile knowing what the others are doing. And reading a technical paper would lead you to know what's being done and what you can add on top of that and who you can contact. Blockchain and cryptography, they are not individual single aspects. We are talking now surely and firmly about a technology. So that's why, because it's a technological aspect of the blockchain and the hot topic, and IEEE is very happy to pick up on this hot ongoing development of a very nice project for the future that we are all experiencing today. Okay, so this gets me to the end of my talk. It was just very quick, brief overview of what we have been doing. Please check the global IEEE website. Check our own website, IEEE.ch for our website and IEEE.org for the main website. And contact me at these two email addresses that you see. And then I would like to finish off by pointing out that if you are interested to have a blockchain or cryptography society of IEEE that can go to the same visibility, doing the same event, bringing the community together, we should work towards that. We should work towards that for IEEE to have such society in order to be able to have a Swiss chapter of that particular society. And lastly, of course, I would like to thank you so much for a very kind attention, for being here, actually. It's very important for me and for us. If you have some time to spare, please feel free to stop by our booth. We have got a booth, we have some leaflets, and it's upstairs. So we have got our booth upstairs. Thank you so much. And questions, please.